My question is, Carolina, why would we put pieces of candy in our mouth right before we start recording?
Because I have skills. You know what? I just tuck it to the side.
I
just tuck it to the side. You just keep talking.
I feel a little uncomfortable right now.
I have a question for you.
Can we introduce
Ourselves?
Life in Spanglish?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
important because today is episode 25.
Woo! Yeah.
I'm so proud of us.
I am too.
It was like an idea. Now we're like 25 episodes in, and it feels like it happened so fast.
It was a little shaky there for a minute though, with like my schedule.
Don't get me started with your schedule.
Like all this stuff that happens.
When
like
did we start the podcast? In October, November?
I feel like we started it back in 2013, and then it just finally came to fruition. But no, this has been amazing.
And here we are. I wanted to get like balloons. I wanted to get a cake. I wanted to get something. I'm dramatic as hell. Don't let me plan
for
it.
25. It's
Yeah,
okay.
for
We'll do it
25.
on 100. We'll do it on 100 with all of you. You guys can come and visit
100.
us. We'll do
Don't
a
be
live
lying, Carolina. They not
show.
coming up here. You know
No.
security is tight up in this building.
We'll get a theater or do something fun. So now let's celebrate. You know what we do.
We're going to do an event.
Yes.
Andrew
is the biggest. We love him, but he is the biggest fan of Hennessy. He wants to see me get Hennessy drunk. And I told him it's not going to happen, but we can try. So let's celebrate our 25th episode.
Okay.
Not 25th birthday. That was 15 years ago for me, kids.
Listen, mind you, I haven't had breakfast yet. Just this Tic Tac.
Perfect. Then you get that's how you feel the high a little bit more.
Okay, I'm being very conservative this morning.
Okay.
You're on
That's okay.
vacation as of tomorrow, right?
No, I have to work tomorrow. I have to go to Orlando.
Oh, that's a work trip.
That's a work trip, so you know I'm working.
Still on vacation.
Well, cheers to you, honey.
Cheers to
German,
you.
And getting to know you and life in Spanglish and getting to know all of you. Thank you guys so
Should I
much.
keep this Tic Tac in my mouth?
I wouldn't. That orange with this, it might taste a little funky.
My bad.
Cheers, babe.
Cheers.
In the eyes. You don't have bad sight. Look me in the eye. Okay, there you go. All right.
Oh my God, she's intense. Okay. Andrew took a shot of coffee over there on that side.
All right, so there you have it. Now
It'll work.
I had a question because Honey went on a girls' trip to Miami, and this girls' trip looked like so epic. I want to be in on the next one, but what's a Tatiana?
Well, Tatiana is a song.
Yeah,
And you
there's
know,
like
a thought is like, you know,
that
a
hoe
thought.
over there,
Yeah.
right? Okay, I still.
And now
remember- oh, there you go.
Blueface kind of like combined it. You know, the name Tatiana.
Yeah.
It's a name Latinos use a lot, Tatiana. So now it's just a Tatiana. So-
Okay.
And that's been my new name, like on the low with my friends for like the past 3
Stop.
weeks. After I colored my hair, they were like, bitch, your new name is Tatiana because
love
that
it.
hair is thotty as hell.
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do. I would tell you the truth. I wanted you to try the red.
I want to try the red, but a lot of people tell me the red washes out really easy.
Okay. Yeah, no, this has been holding up. Like it looks good. I like it. So I
People react very differently to
What?
hair.
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, I'll tell you something about hair. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Everywhere I go, it's like now people want to engage me. Now people want to ask questions. Is that extensions? Is that your real hair? Does it come out? I'm talking like strangers everywhere.
Yeah.
Supermarket, the little kids. Mommy, look at her hair. I'm like, if these kids don't fucking shut up right
Like,
now.
I can't
It
hear
is
you.
7 a.m. I'm on a train. It stinks. And you drawing attention to me.
Right. No, but it's like eye catcher.
Yeah, it really is eye-catching. And it's really like, you can't miss me.
Well, it was so funny because over the weekend on Friday, I had a bunch of charities to do this weekend. And so on Friday, I said, I really want to get my hair braided. So I Googled Dominican salons near where I live.
Yeah.
I found one. This woman braided my hair so tight. It looked so good. I loved it.
Really?
Yes, but the reaction from people were just like, "Where'd you get your hair done?" And I
What
was
do you
like,
care?
No. Some people were like, "That looks so cool."
Oh, I thought they were like trolling you.
No,
They liked it?
No, where'd you get
I
your
didn't see
hair?
a picture of this.
Oh, you didn't hear? I'm gonna show you.
No, I was in Miami living my best life.
I know,
Trust
I'm sorry.
me and
You weren't
believe.
looking at my
I missed
Instagram.
your damn braid.
Trust me. Trust me.
I can engage now.
No,
though.
I got the little 3D braids. Look at that right here. Look at.
Oh, those are really cute.
Aren't they
Those are
cute?
adorable. You do look cute.
She
I did
did-
see that picture.
She did a good job of
Carolina was, doing a charity event. She was riding a bike for like 17 hours,
No.
but she needed to make sure her hair looked damn
I
good the
did,
whole entire time.
And don't even think I didn't wear my fake lashes because people were
You
wondering.
did?
Absolutely.
No
Sweat
makeup.
proof.
Listen, if you have good brows and good lashes, you don't need a lot of makeup.
You don't. No, I put on a little bit of bronzer, some tinted moisturizer, and I was like, let's do this. Like, let's ride these bikes. So, no, but I was loving your Instagram feed with your girls down in Miami. I think you went down to do a little bit of work.
Yeah.
You brought the girlfriends.
Yes. And we had a good time.
Yes. And I actually am going in April with my mom friends.
Okay. You guys are going to have a good time.
I'm going to have to cut this thing short.
Why?
Because they're packing already. So these girls are going to be super hype.
Listen, you got to pack the right outfits. You know?
What's the vibe like in Miami right now? Give it to me.
It's weird because like on the Strip, like South Beach, it's really touristy. There was like a million bachelorette parties. It's like Miami's is like the new Vegas when it comes to like bachelor party, bachelorette parties. But we don't really hang out on the Strip. We go to Wynwood.
Okay, so you guys go to the art district.
Yeah, so we go to the art district, and it's more like a melting pot of people, more artsy. And there's a lot of like clubs, bars, restaurants, some amazing tacos. So you kind of like get off the Strip.
She said tacos.
Tacos are good.
You know what? Break it down. Give me honey's tips for the girls' trip.
Don't get me started with these damn tips. Y'all love when I do this type of stuff. Remember salon etiquette?
Oh, salon etiquette was great. But like, let's talk about wardrobe. Let's talk about etiquette. Give me like 5 tips on going to Miami Beach with your girls.
First of all, you need to buy the right outfits. You know, Miami is a whole entire vibe.
Are we doing short and tight, or are we doing...
We're doing sexy Latina. That's what we're doing. Listen, we're going to South Beach. Everybody is in shape. Everybody's tan. Everybody looks good.
Do I have to hit up Fashion Nova?
100% you got to hit up Fashion Nova.
I still have yet to get anything from Fashion
they have
Nova.
all the raunchy cover-ups. But
I love it.
You just buy them a little bit more bigger and then too bad.
Okay.
So the first thing is you got to get your outfits in order. And you got to bring enough outfits so that you don't ask anybody.
Okay.
For any clothes.
All right.
Because listen, bitch, I can't be loaning you my outfits because what if I want it tomorrow and you already posted it on Instagram?
This is true.
So we're not sharing outfits. You know, accessories, maybe you want to borrow a belt, a little bag, that's fine.
Right, but only after I decide I'm not wearing it.
Exactly.
True friends.
Another thing, you have to like groom yourself from head to toe to go to Miami.
Oh, you gotta
It's like you need to wax, shave, manicure, pedicure. You need to exfoliate your cakes in case your bathing suit is all up your ass and you don't want you want the skin to be nice and tan and supple.
I have a product that I need to give you. You know, have you heard of these ass facials?
I've heard of the ass facials, but I feel like my ass is so big that I would like scar somebody if I wanted to get an ass facial.
No.
They would be like, bitch, I'm gonna be here 3 days.
If your butt is so big, then you need to get an ass facial so it looks
I put
perfect.
mask. I do put mask. Poor Bella. One time I was just walking around in a thong with an ass mask, and she was like, "We need to not be
as
roommates
close
anymore." It needed to dry.
Yeah. Okay. So we got. You have to groom properly.
You have to groom properly.
Okay.
I'm talking head to toe. I'm talking like self tanner and everything.
Yeah.
Shout out my friend Lily, and she got me like this Saint Tropez like mousse.
I've heard of this. You know who uses that? Producer Colleen. She said it was awesome. I've never used it.
It was really, really amazing.
You still look a little bit tan.
I kind of got worried though because it turned black and kind of like greenish, and I was like, if I am gonna be greenish brown in Miami,
could you imagine?
I'm screwed.
Yeah, that's where you like have to test it before you go kind of thing, but it worked out. It looks good.
And a little rewind, you got to pick the right people to go on a trip with.
Yes.
You know, that's another thing. Like you want to pick the right crew to go with. People have to be nice and easygoing, no dramatics, nobody who's going to be in the room for 3 hours, you know, contouring and baking their fucking face. We are in Miami and it is 80 degrees. Chop, ladies. We about to go to brunch.
Did you wear your hair back because the humidity?
I wore it up. I kind of wore it up like this, and then I would just pin it up at night because the humidity was
it's popping.
Absolutely terrible.
Yep.
Another thing that you have to do is you have
number 4.
Plan accordingly. You know, be like, okay, we're going to do brunch, we're going to do pool, we're going to do dinner, and then we're going to do clubs. Like, have kind of like a little schedule set up because the worst thing is getting to Miami and not knowing where you want to go or what you want to do.
Okay, so have an itinerary.
Yeah, have an itinerary. And if you're going to go,
somewhat
like,
follow it.
We went to like Barton G's and we made the reservations from New York because everything is going to be kind of like
What time
full.
did you make the reservation for dinner?
I made it for 9 o'clock.
Yeah, things don't get popping on Miami Beach until like midnight.
They really don't.
1, 2 o'clock.
And my last tip is the photos. Make sure, you know, you get good pictures.
This was a whole photo shoot, though,
listen,
these guys.
Did the trip really happen if it wasn't, you know, immortalized on Instagram? Probably not.
No.
Exactly. So we picked Barton G's for dinner because they had all the good photo ops. The food comes out in, like, you know, a popcorn machine and with a baseball bat. So all that stuff
Some of it had, like, vapor.
Yeah. So
like,
it's
really
all,
cool.
like, Instagrammable moments. You know, we live in an era where it's like, you know, you have your followers. They want to be part of your life. They want to be part of your squad. They don't get to. But if you bring it to them, it's amazing.
Yes.
And they love it. And then, you know, and then maybe, you know, I'll get flued out to other countries. Talk about, you made Miami look so good. We want you to come to Istanbul.
We need to go to Dubai. That's what we need to do.
First of all, I don't have money for Dubai, Carolina. I heard Dubai is real fucking expensive, okay? Take me to Thailand or some shit where, you know, meals are 75 cents.
Thailand is expensive, too. No, but
to get there, I've heard it's expensive.
Dubai or Thailand?
Thailand,
Yeah, my husband, I've never never been.
But once you're there, I heard you could survive on $5 a day.
No, I definitely am going to be traveling these next couple of months. Like I said, I'm going to Orlando. I have a Miami trip. We're trying to go to New Orleans for Jazz Fest.
New Orleans is amazing. Have you been?
Yes.
I love. That's one of my favorite places to visit.
Yeah, my husband went to Tulane, so he loves it there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to figure out our July vacation still. So there's like a lot of stuff coming up. You know what?
Excuse me.
Life is too short, everybody.
To not travel?
Work too damn hard. I am not staying home on a vacation unless I want to.
I feel like me and Carolina should be like travel bloggers or something because we're
Absolutely.
always either packing or going somewhere.
I was just at the Nickelodeon, like I told you, the Dominican Republic. Yes, it was amazing. We had the best time.
It's crazy because I'm going to Punta Cana on April 1st.
Yes, we're doing opposites.
Yeah, we are doing opposites.
Actually, yeah. So,
but all that matters is that we're traveling and living our best life.
This is true. So, okay, what are we going to talk about today? We didn't even go over what we were going to.
Well, I wanted to ask you a question, which was something I was kind of like getting in my DMs.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like I would post a picture and then people would hit me like, aren't you married? Like, if you're married, are you supposed to be more conservative? Like, are you not supposed to post?
Was this after the pool pic?
This was after the pool pic. But I'm just sitting there. And you know what's crazy? It's just like, okay, all women have breasts. All women have a vagina. All women have thighs. Like, it's just some of them are different sizes.
Of course.
But once you're married, is that it? Like, can I no longer be sexy? Like, do you really put it in the back of your mind? Like, how would Mark feel about this picture when you post something?
Oh, no. No, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care?
No. Like I said, I told you, it takes a lot to ruffle his feathers.
Yeah.
So he gets it. I mean, I really did marry the right person for this kind of job because number one, he's not jealous. Number two, he doesn't need attention. Like, he's not attention seeking. So there's not like that competition.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I think he trusts me. So, if I put up a picture of myself in a bikini, which I have done, by the way, and I wanted to compliment you actually.
Oh, thank you.
But I did see a comment from someone and I was just like, really? Is this where we're going with this? Like, you can't just feel like sexy and in your moment and like want to capture that for later on. Here's the thing. I've spoken to many women who are way older than me, and I spent a lot of my life looking at my body and seeing everything that was wrong. And now other people from the outside looking in say, oh my gosh, like you're tiny. You have like a little figure. You don't see what I see.
Yeah.
And there are so many missed opportunities. Like, my tits in college, I am so upset that I never showed them off.
My titties are still good, Carolina. Listen, I got like 16-year-old titties. You know I fixed them, right?
But I have implants too. Or no, you don't have implants.
I don't have
right?
implants.
I do.
I got a lift though. These bitches be sitting high and perky. I'd be like, don't play with me. I'm gonna be in this fucking bikini top.
Well, this is the whole point. Is that like, you know what? I'm not ashamed of anything now that I've done to my body. But what I think it is that society is so uncomfortable with themselves. Like, they can't see a woman in her element celebrating herself and how far you have come and how much work you have put into looking the way that you do. So I say take all the bikini pictures now before your titties are sagging to your knees.
Thank you.
Okay?
If they start sagging to my knees, I'm going to cut them shits up again. I do not play those games.
And you know what?
These titties going to sit high forever.
My abuelita used to tell me all the time, God rest her soul, she used to tell me, she was like, Carolina, tienes que ahorita no te ves como monja. She would say to me, she was like, I don't want to see you like a nun. I want to see you, she goes, like voluptuous, como la Sofia Vergara, siempre así.
Your grandmother's with the shits. She said Sofia Vergara.
And my mom used to say, my abuelita.
Your mom was an advocate for like the sexiness?
Absolutely. They watch Univision and they're like, las mujeres en Univision se están poniendo lo vestido como talladito.
Al rojo vivo.
My mom was like, my mom would say to me, like, don't wear those big flared skirts. The girls are wearing like those tight little body dresses and stuff. They are big advocates for feeling great. In your own skin.
Latina moms tend to be like that.
Yes.
My mom did her whole body at like 50.
Wow.
My mom,
she did the grandma tune-up?
Yeah, she really did. My mom did like a tummy tuck, breast lift, liposuction. She just didn't get no butt. I don't know how my mom has no ass, but she just didn't want to get any booty. She was kind of like afraid. But my mom's like a size 4.
Your mom has no butt?
Believe it or not, my mom has no butt.
So that came from your daddy.
This came from my grandmama, okay? My grandmother was like, thanks, grandma.
That's right.
Exactly, because if I would have had my mom's booty, I would have died.
Well, that's like my booty. So me and your mom have something in common. No, but it's so true. Like, your mom you have what, 3 girls in your family?
Yeah, we're 3 sisters.
So imagine if she didn't tell you guys to be so secure and so confident, what your life would be like now.
It's weird because my mom was always very like, with me, since I was always heavy, she was always very like, cover up, cover up, cover up. I don't want you to look vulgar. I don't want your, your body to show. I don't want your boobs to show. I don't want your butt to show.
Maybe at a certain
but
age.
I think that was just like while I was a teenager. I think she was trying to like deflect sexuality from me.
Of course.
So that, the men weren't trying to like sleep with me at like 14 years old because we lived on 151st and Broadway, and
They
that
still
shit was like
tried.
riddled with drug dealers and just guys hanging out in the street. Then my mom was just like, wear a big shirt, wear a loose skirt. My two sisters were really tiny. My older sister was like 99 pounds till she had her first child. She would just walk by and it was like, nobody was walking by. I love her. She looks good now. But and my little sister too, Bella, didn't have curves until she was like in her 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But with me, it was just very much about like cover up.
Well, you
don't
probably
show
developed
up.
super early too.
I did develop super. I looked like I had a body like this by the time I was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
My mom was like, they're gonna get this bitch pregnant on me early.
She's not ready to be a grandma yet.
She wasn't. She probably like 30 years old, even less. She was probably like 20 something. Who the hell knows? But I felt like kind of like people were hitting me up like, why would you put a picture like that? And
Aren't you married? So because you're
like,
married.
aren't you married? But you know what's crazy, Carolina? 90% of the pictures on my grid, my husband took.
Oh,
So
I
it's
didn't
like,
know he went with you. I thought it was girls'
no,
trip.
not in Miami. I mean,
Oh,
on my
your
Instagram
actual-
overall.
Yes.
Hell no, he didn't come to the girls' trip. That was my girls. I was like, you take behind the scenes
You.
footage. You take the Candace over there, like I'm not even looking,
Right.
and you make me look good. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? And we
Ashley,
did it
that's
for
you.
we did it for each other. They say friendships are tested on vacations depending on the
Yes.
pictures your bitches take for you, and they all passed the test because the
Aw.
pictures look good. They definitely did look good, but with the exception of people asking me like, "Aren't you married? Why would you post something like this?" And I didn't feel like anything was really inappropriate.
It wasn't, and I would honestly tell you if I was like,
I even made sure my nipples weren't hard in any of the pictures.
But see, like you can't control that. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, but hard nipples is viewed as like, bitch, you a whole Tatiana.
Or you're cold and the pool water's freezing and you just dipped your toe
Oh,
in.
that would be that would be a thing that they would understand.
But this is something that is so crazy to me. And I'm sorry, I know we talk about bodies and stuff like that all the time, but just yesterday, my son Asher came in after I took my shower and I had on my underwear and I didn't have on a bra yet, but I had nude underwear on. He said, "Mommy, you're naked." And I said, "No, Mommy's not naked. I have my underwear on." And then he goes, "But I can see your boobies." And I said, "Yeah, you're right." I said, "Mommy has boobies." I said, "I have breasts. You have breasts." Yeah. I just want to take this whole thing away from them where they like, there's no shame. Every body is beautiful. Honestly, when we went to Greece, I made sure to show them the statues and tell them, look at people's bodies were the same back then as they are now. Yeah. Everybody is different. You should appreciate it. I think that when you are raising boys, it's important to make sure that they appreciate a woman's body and they also don't like leer. You know what I'm saying? That they're not like creepy.
Don't be a
about
creep.
It.
Don't be a creep about it.
Yeah.
That also comes from the society we live in. I feel like when I traveled, I remember when I traveled to Europe on different, like I went to Paris, I went to Rome, I went to London, and I would watch TV and it was like a lot of like naked shit happening.
Because
and I'm like, this is regular
care.
TV?
Yes.
And it was regular TV. And I was like, what's so crazy? It's like we're so hypersensitive to nudity in America.
God forbid your kids see boobs. I'd rather them see boobs than a gun. Honestly. Like
Exactly.
I would rather my kids see a human body, and it doesn't have to just be women. It could be whoever, but it's like I am more offended by violence.
Yeah, violence.
Than
and
I
crime.
am by humans, by actual living people.
By the human body.
Yes. And you know what? I wanted to go back to something that you said, how your mom was trying to make you not sexy.
Yeah.
Do you know how my parents made me not sexy?
How?
I wasn't allowed to shave my legs until I was
Me
like 15.
either,
So
bitch.
I had the hairiest, bushiest legs. And when I tell
And the
you-
eyebrows either.
Oh, please.
I wanted to die.
I had thick grandma glasses. And I'm talking about the grandma. They were pink and they had like the frames that went up a little bit.
Not
So I
the
looked like
Medicare glasses. That's probably what you had. Those free Medicare glasses.
I was looking like I called out bingo numbers on Saturday night.
Little Miss Sunshine and shit.
Yes, for sure. And the hairiest legs. And my mom would be like, "No, I will not give you. You cannot shave until you are 16." And I was like,
that was me.
Yeah,
I just used to wear like very high socks if I wore like shorts or something.
Well, I went to Catholic school, so I at least covered that up. So at least so you would see my hairy knees. I mean, I looked like Captain Caveman. It was so embarrassing, but
Do you think,
I got through it.
Do you think nowadays it's like we're letting our girls get like so over sexualized very early? Like there's one Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice,
Yeah.
and she posts her daughters a lot, and it's like 9-year-olds with makeup and highlights and tan, and I'm like, never in life. Like I was like ugly till I was like 18 years old. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like
yeah. Oh no, I was not cute like for a long, long time.
But your mom, do you see that a lot? Like younger girls are now.
It's incredibly difficult for me to speak on that because I don't have daughters.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So to be fair, I don't want to like pass judgment. What I can say is that I have nieces.
Yeah.
And my niece loves to play with makeup. Can she play with makeup in the house? Absolutely. If they're going to Publix, they live in Florida. No. She's got to take it off. You know what I mean? Just to let her know that like this is fun. You can explore. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're still a little girl and you're absolutely beautiful. You don't need anything.
You don't.
To
They're starting
your looks.
super early.
They
you know,
are.
But we have people like Kylie Jenner, let's say. By the time Kylie was like 14, 15.
By the way, confirmed youngest billionaire today, confirmed, Forbes magazine. So
she's
there
a
you
whole
have
boss.
It. Yeah.
I love Kylie. So much drama.
To your point,
we're not going to get into that though, right?
Oh, no.
Okay,
I mean, unless we want to.
No.
But yeah, to your point, it's just like I think that people are looking at young women and instead of saying to them, you're perfect the way you are, you're beautiful the way that you are, it's like, well, why don't you get a little bit of lip liner and get this like matte lip kit, or there
is a lot of pressure, especially with social media. I say it all the time. It's like I didn't have anybody to compare myself to other than like other girls at school, and maybe if like my mom bought like Vanidades or one of those Latina or like telenovelas, then I would look at Thalia and be like, oh my god, I want to look like this.
Man.
Remember, she was like in every novela. But now it's like as soon as you open Instagram, you see your other 12-year-old friends with Gucci, with Fendi, with Juicy, with this, with that, with lips, with extensions, with clips. Sometimes I walk around, I'm like, hold on, does this little girl have hair color in her hair? I'm just so thrown off. She's 9.
Well, but that's up to the parents too.
Yeah.
And that's the parents' decision on whether or not they want to do things like that. Because I mean, if my son came to me right now,
I think I would let my daughter color her hair.
I don't think I would.
No,
not until she's older.
Well, fun. They have fun hair colors.
Oh, like maybe like the pink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about balayage. Like,
well, we're not doing that. First of all, we're not spending balayage money on you, Lil. You don't even know how to wash your ass yet.
Okay, Kiki, you calm down. I'll get you a little bit of like pink in your hair and spray.
We're gonna get it over there at Rite Aid or whatever.
Get that splat.
There you go. I love splat
color. But when I was younger, my abuelita, when we were like 6 months old, I think it was, she went to the stove and she turned it on. She took her needle and she gave us earrings.
At home.
At home. We did not have the piercing pagoda. We did not have icing
have Claire's.
or Claire's. We had abuelita and her stove. And
with a needle, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah, with a needle.
Okay.
Yeah, but my sister moved, so she has a fucked up ear. And we always make fun of her.
So this is still your original abuelita
piercing? These are my original abuelita piercings.
Not the earrings. These diamonds was not the ones she was...
Daddy got these. Yes, yeah. But no,
he blew a bag for them Johns.
But people get upset about little girls getting their earrings pierced.
That's weird.
I feel like that is like the dumbest thing to get.
I think when they're like newborns, it's like, good God, this kid don't even have her shots and she already have like, hoops on. I know it's a Latina thing.
Stormy's diamonds are bigger than mine. Stormy Webster, she has like these
Stormy's a millionaire, Carolina.
Yes, exactly.
Fresh out the vagina, she was already rich.
Right. But people are like get very upset about little girls with like earrings.
What are people saying? Like we should allow the little girl to grow up and decide if she wants pierced ears?
I don't know. I think they're like an accent. I think it's a little accessory,
Cute. And it lets people know it's a girl. I look at mad kids all the time. I look, is it a boy? Is it a girl? I don't know.
Yeah, my Asher gets confused for a girl all the time. He is so
he's so beautiful.
Dude.
And like his hair is so gorgeous. It's like,
yeah, but he's just so naughty. Oh my God. That kid is gonna. I said the streets are gonna be littered with Asher's like conquest. This kid, he's so cute.
When we were little, I had a brother. And he was very handsome. He still is. And my mother used to be like, amarren su gallina que mi gallo anda suelto.
Ay,
Translation,
yes.
Get all your hands in order because my rooster is out here.
Tie up your hands because the rooster's coming out.
And that's going to be you.
That is going to be me. And my Noah is just such a sweet and sensitive boy. But yeah, if they ever came home with an earring, I mean, I don't think I would care, but...
My husband always says we're going to pierce our son's ears. I'm like, why would I pierce a baby's ears? Because... First of all, they're gonna think it's a girl.
Yeah.
He's like, it's gonna have boy clothes. No, we're not piercing the ears. Like that's just it's stupid.
I don't know if I've seen any little kid. Maybe does Wiz Khalifa's
That's some real
kid?
ghetto hood rat shit that he wants to do. That's what it is. Yo, don't ask me about other little boys with their ears pierced. That's just him talking about he's gonna look just like me.
Listen, you know I'm a fan of Noonie, so I can't be mad at him.
We're not piercing the baby's ears.
Is it time to go to the salon? Should we go ahead? Okay, we have a very special guest today, you guys. I am geeking out because
I'm looking at him
I'm
outside
one of
right
his
now,
biggest
and I'm
fans.
worried. I don't know what to expect.
All right, come in. It's Greg T, the frat boy. I love you. T, you did the thing where you put your two thumbs up.
I didn't know what to do. I just do it
That's a
like
good one. That's a good one.
I don't even know.
No, you know what? I did that this weekend. Somebody was taking my picture, and I was like, "Oh God, what do I?" Thumbs up.
Not thumbs up, Carolina.
I swear to you,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
show
what
it
to
to you. I'm gonna show it to you, Greg T, the frat boy. I was channeling you this weekend. Look at this. Look at thumbs up.
When all
yeah, you
else
did the
fails.
cycle
That
thing,
is
right?
great. Yes,
That looks
yeah.
pretty
But
cool.
look
That
at
is cute. That is
the
cute. It's
thumbs
fine
up.
because you're on the
No, but
bike.
It was
You're like,
awkward because they were like, "Can we take your picture?" I was like, "Sure."
what do you do? Put your hands on both handles? Like,
Yeah, I was like, "Oh man."
I think it's kind of neat. There's so many new charity things that you can do, to raise money.
No,
I
it's
like that.
a great way to give back and
Yeah.
to, be a part of something and support your friends because I think that's what's most important. So, Greg T, you're here for the salon. He
I am.
wants a salon session. We got the number one out.
And you can see I have such, crazy hair. Like,
we would probably just give you a facial
Yeah,
here. We don't have anything
exactly.
else
I
to
love my
provide to you.
nails. I'll do nails.
Well, we
We'll
could do nails,
whatever.
too.
Yes.
All right, I like that.
So when people step into the salon, listeners write us letters.
Okay.
And they kind of like just ask us questions, things that they might be struggling with. And then me and Carolina try to give them, our take on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How they can even overcome the hurdle or how they can manage their situation.
And we really do try to help. So it's
Okay.
like, just be honest and tell us what your situation is and we'll try to help you.
Okay.
So what have you been struggling with lately? We're like
Name
therapists.
one.
Right now we're therapists. We
Yeah.
need reading lessons.
We only have
Carolinas.
time for one problem, Greg
Gotcha.
T.
Okay. Well, so let me ask you real quick. What kind of questions do you usually get?
Oh, everything. Family, relationships,
Family,
How to
work.
plan a wedding.
Yes. Yeah. And really, it's
If
all over
people
the place.
cheat, if people like, I lost my ex-boyfriend and I want to mourn him, but my new boyfriend won't allow me to, or money situation.
What about you want to cheat but you're married?
No,
I'm kidding, I'm
You're
kidding.
ridiculous. He's been doing this since I started back in 2005.
Because you know why?
You
No one will
always-
take me seriously.
Because it's ridiculous. You have a beautiful family. Your wife is amazing.
I didn't say I didn't
You're
love him.
lucky
I
she's
didn't-
still married to you.
I didn't say. I am like,
Tell me your real problem.
I didn't say I didn't love my family. I didn't say anything like that. I'm just saying.
I will not engage in this conversation with you. I've had it too many times
this is what
over
happens.
14 years because you talk about this all the
Married
time.
people cheat all the time, so it's not like he's like
Yeah.
out of his mind or anything. This is what people do.
There's a song, an old song from the Eagles called "Taking It Easy," right? And he says like in the second stanza, he's like, I'm just looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. And that's all he's trying to say. He's like, look, he's just looking for someone to just go, okay, fine, it's okay.
Take it easy.
Right, take it easy. Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Do you
That's
know
what that
how
song is
many times
about.
I've heard
Yeah.
this
I've never-
story.
I've-
Yes.
All right, fine.
yes.
That's not my problem.
Okay,
I
go
was
ahead.
just curious now. I figured, So the only. It's not the only thing. I mean, I've got tons of issues. I can sit here for hours with
We
you
know.
guys. So if you wanted to start today
Yes.
with my counseling session with you guys here in the
Yes.
salon,
Anytime we're here.
my question, I guess, we'll start easy. So one of my questions of the problems that I have is I feel that I am too easy going. Like I can't break somebody's heart. I don't know how to do a bad breakup. Like I can't do it. I can stay in relationships a lot longer because I don't have that hardness to break up with someone.
Okay.
And it was very difficult even for me as a kid growing up, like with dating. I just can't break up. I've been broken up with, and then I'm always like groveling, but I can't break up.
Yeah, this is why he still has girlfriends' love letters and Tupperwares in his
Never.
basement.
This is so
Tupperware
unfair
stuff.
that
she
Shoeboxes
knows-
wouldn't work.
Because
See,
you know
this is
what? The
unfair.
history is there. I'm like an elephant. I don't forget anything. But go ahead.
This is unfair that she knows me too well. I can't hide anything. This is
So
bad.
you can't break people's hearts.
I would
So,
definitely
yeah.
not go to her for counseling because she knows me too well.
Stop it.
She really
no,
does.
No, no.
It's unfair.
Okay, fine.
All right, no,
I'm
but she
going to
knows.
be
But
objective.
I don't mind keeping in touch with old ex-girlfriends. girlfriend. It's not a big deal.
Ooh.
That's a problem for me.
I just want to know what they're up to. What
Why?
do they do? I don't know.
If you don't care and if you've moved on in life, you should not be going back and like digging in the archives.
Well, these are
Yeah.
people you loved at one point.
Right.
It's
But
like
so
you don't
what?
stop loving them just because the relationship didn't work out.
Yes, you do. You have
see?
a family. He has 2 daughters.
Don't
He's
you
got to
find it
focus.
You're not trying to sleep with them. You're just like, hey, how you
Thank you.
been?
That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
curiosity killed the cat. What's your question?
Oh wait, but don't you think it's odd that like you're with someone and like you're like intimate, and you have like relationships with them, and then all of a sudden it's not working out, and all of a sudden you're like the plague, you know,
Like
that's-
they're garbage.
Yeah, like you're like, and now we
no.
can't even talk.
No.
All of a sudden it's like we don't even speak.
Absolutely not. That's not true. If you run into them when you go to Aunt Butchie's, and you can say hello to
I like
them
them.
and
You saw me
say,
at Aunt
yes,
Butchie's?
I know. I love Aunt Butchie's. No, but if you run into somebody because you live in that same area that you grew up in, that's fine to say hello. And,
Yeah.
you know, you don't ignore them because
Right.
there is that, like,
But at one
fact
point,
that you shared some intimate moments with them.
but at one point you were so close where you like saw each other naked and you were doing stuff. and
Correct,
whatever,
but that's
and all of a
life,
sudden
Greg
you're like,
T. That's why you're
but don't
not.
you find that that's wrong in life?
No, I think you can move on in a healthy manner. And, like,
Yeah, but think about this. You exposed yourself to them at one point. You
hopefully with their permission, but go
yes,
ahead.
with your
yeah.
right. yes.
Yes.
But like you saw them in their, finest hour. And then
You were vulnerable
right.
with them.
And now all of a sudden it's like
You was raunchy with them.
it's
Yeah, I
over.
know.
And now
Well,
it's like
knowing
I don't like you. I can't be on the same page with you in life because you want this and I don't really want that. Our timetables don't match. So now it's over and then it's like and it's done.
Wait, but is this the problem?
We're getting
or is
to
this,
it.
Oh,
We're
okay.
getting
So
to
this
it.
is the preamble. This
Correct.
is the. Okay.
You know me, I never hit the bullseye.
Ever.
I
Okay,
never.
go ahead.
So, okay, so I always had problems with that because I didn't understand the how you can just disattach yourself.
Okay,
if you
detach.
haven't, let's say,
I can kind of understand him though, because
Yeah.
I've kind of always said this. Like, I don't understand how people that like loved each other, lived with each other, just because the relationship didn't work out, you're like, okay, you died now. It's like,
No. I don't agree with that, but I do think there's something to be said with moving on.
okay.
Like with this story. So go ahead.
I'm just saying. So, like, I always had a problem with having that as an issue that we were so close, holding hands, and
It's
now
tough
it's
for you to
over.
cut things off.
Yeah, because when you cut, it's like definite. It's
Right.
over, done.
Yeah, right.
And like you used like the next morning, you used to get up and give him a call and say, "Hey, what's up? What are we doing today?" And now it's like you're
Oh,
not
I
doing
know that feeling. I
you're
used
like,
to
"But
call
why?"
somebody every day on my way into work, and now I never get the phone call
Again,
anymore.
I think this is more therapeutic for her. I think.
I'm messing with you.
Okay, so advanced to where we are now in adulthood, I still find that with me in other senses. So it's not a breakup, but it's being too nice to not be able to say no to something.
Oh,
or
that's a
someone.
huge issue, though.
For instance, today, after this is done, I had agreed to go to like a lunch with someone who I don't know why I'm going because I just can't say no because I'm not a mean person. I'm not mean-spirited. I always try to find the goodness in someone, okay? I really do.
Yeah.
And I know that if you get to talking to someone, you will eventually, you might have to dig a little deeper, but you are going to find something. I mean, we were all born innocent. We were all born nice people. Somewhere, some along the way, something happened where you became not so nice or different or weird
Or you
or
were
whatever.
taught things.
Listen, yeah.
Or,
But underneath,
We've been through some things, Greg
Yes,
T. We've
we
been
get
through some
it.
things.
so
Yeah.
there's a person that would like to hang out. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know why we're going to hang out.
But you still do it?
I feel bad, and I'm like, let me just go hang out. And what will it do for me? It's going to give me what? I have to give up an hour of my time?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that a big deal?
No, but this is hard though because you know what? I will defend you in this on this topic
Yes.
because we get up so early that
Right.
an hour, even after we're off of work. That is, I mean, this is a debilitating job, you
Yeah,
know? So, like,
it
what could
is.
you get out of it? Yeah, you could go home and watch a little bit of TV
Yeah.
and relax. But I think the bigger picture is just that, like, you have a hard time saying no.
Right, exactly.
You know? But as far as getting something out of this lunch, I've put myself in those positions before, and I always say to myself, don't look at it as what am I going to get out of it? Like, what do I have to gain?
Yeah.
But what am I giving this person? You know, because it's like,
Carolina's nice.
Yeah.
but no, it's true because there have been many times in my life where I have been down and out or where I've just needed somebody to listen to me, like case in point professionally when I
Yeah.
was trying to get a job in radio.
Right.
If these two guys wouldn't have given me a chance or wouldn't have taken me into that studio and taught me some things about radio, I would not be sitting here today.
Right.
It's because of the generosity of somebody's time. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not exactly like, oh, well, this is going to come back to me in any certain way. It's about the goodness. Like, that's the goodness of you, Greg T.
But then he's always going to be doing that. It's
That's what I'm
gonna
saying.
be
That's
it's
the
gonna be like
problem.
how many people is he gonna do it for?
And you're right. And to take a step further, it happens in business. So in our field, there's a lot of times where there are other departments that really want more from us.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'll do that. And then when you do that, sometimes you don't reciprocate what you feel it was worth by you saying, okay, you'll do it. And then when it's not reciprocated, you go, I'm never going to do it again. But then they ask, and then you go do it again.
Yeah.
And it's constant. It happens even, it happens sometimes with even outside, I don't know.
Gigs and stuff.
Other outside gigs, right. When like, I don't know. I hate saying it's a charity because I do want to help charities all the time.
Yeah, but you can't help everybody.
Right, you can't. Right? But they
and
do. They
I have a
always are
hard time
asking,
with that.
So what do you do?
I just say that there are so many. I would love to be able to help your charity, or if there's a way that I can mention it for you, because that in itself is a big gift. But I'm personally associated with charities that really speak to my heart, or that have affected me and my family.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, right now, I just don't have the time.
I can't do it. I
can't
can't
do
say
it.
no.
I say no all the time.
Yeah.
Really?
I say no all the time.
You're good at it.
I really don't have a problem. It's just
I've
like
gotten better.
people hit me all the time like, hey, we want you to come speak. I write back, what is the talent fee?
Right.
Because I'm working.
Yeah, right. You're working.
You're going to sell tickets to this event.
Yeah.
You're going to make all this money, and
Yeah.
I'm going to donate my time for free. I think the fuck not.
You see, that's
so
what
I
I
write
can't-
back, and I'm like,
but
what
you
is the
can't-
talent fee? And you guess, you want to know what? Most of the time, they won't write back if they didn't have any intentions of paying me.
But then you can't do something like that for like Read Across America or like, I mean, if a school is asking you to go, and I
but
sincerely
listen,
can't do it, I will say I can't. I do try to do things like that.
Schools ask
though.
me all the time, but here's my thing. I work.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, you want me to come, but
If
this
it
is
works
this is,
on my
this is
schedule.
within. Kids are always in school at the same time that I'm at
Yeah.
work. So I've kind of like said, unless it's a school I went to, I'd rather not. You understand? I'd rather speak to kids that understand I came from where they came from. We went to the same school. So I kind of like tell them all the time, like either it doesn't fit my brand, it doesn't fit my schedule, or, there's no budget.
And you don't feel guilty? Or
I really
anything?
don't, because they don't feel guilty using me. So why would I feel guilty rejecting someone who is just trying to use me?
Well,
I think sometimes that's like karma's going to come back. I didn't mean to cut you off. See, look, I say sorry all the time.
No, you
Yeah.
don't have to be
But
sorry.
I feel like it's karma. Like if I say no,
Yeah.
It's
then
okay.
the big man upstairs is
No.
watching, and they're like, you know what? You didn't have to say
You've done
no.
so much
but
good.
the big man
You're
is
a good
watching that
person.
they don't want to pay you, or that they want to use you. He's watching that too. So he's like, you did good, son. You did good.
You know what I think you need to do? You need to do a proper training. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the problem. Let's say people ask you for 5 things. Say
Okay.
no to 1. And
Okay.
then let's say the next week, people ask you for 5 more things. Say no to 2 of them.
Can we go through a
Something that-
practice? What do you guys need me for? Ask me to do something, or you need me a service of some
Greg
sort.
T, I need you to babysit my kids while my husband and I go out for date night.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you asked any? Is there anyone else that you might have asked? Since
Why
I
are
don't-
you even entertaining this? You should be like, no, I'm not taking care of
But
your
maybe
kids. I
you
don't
really
even
do
know
need
them.
a night out, and if I can really help you out, then isn't that nice?
You see that? You got to be like, when is it? Thursday? Oh, I'm busy.
Sorry.
Really?
That's what I say. I'd be like, when is it? What's the date? Oh, no, I'm booked that night. Sorry, because you always want to get them to commit to when they want to use you.
Yeah, because you
and
can't
then
leave
you
it
fire
open.
back. Boom! Hell no, I'm not
sorry.
available.
Tuesdays, I have
My
to be at
Kegel
church
exercises
yeah,
is
exactly. You know what? I wanted to tell you though something about, because I know where you're coming from, having
Yeah.
been in your shoes before. You have to be willing to lose something by saying no.
I can't
and
do
what
that.
I lost, sometimes monetarily, I gained insanity.
Yeah.
So insanity, not insanity.
Right.
So by me saying no to a lot of things, yes, I might have lost some money, but you know what I did? I gained peace. I gained being calm. I gained some time for myself, self-care.
Yeah, right.
And
That's
that's where it's like,
important.
what's more important? Is it me driving to Manalapan? No offense, Manalapan, but I live on Long Island. That's going to take me close to 3
Right.
hours.
Right.
To go and do something and then come back? No.
Right.
It's not
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, like today, like I would much rather, like just you're right, peace of mind.
Yeah.
Like I would much rather, like say today was a rough day for me, like emotionally at work, whatever.
Do it.
So I'd rather get in the car
Do it.
and just like take the long way home, and then do that. But instead, I already said yes because
Well, you
I wear
have
my
to
heart on
honor
my
your
sleeve.
commitment. Honor your
Right,
commitment.
so now I have to go do that.
Oh, you know what I think you need? Do you have an assistant or do you have anybody who does anything for you?
No, but I feel bad. I couldn't hire an assistant.
Okay,
No, he couldn't.
so then you
I
just
feel
need like
bad.
you need a fake virtual assistant that's gonna cancel shit for you.
Yeah, but who would that be?
Whoever, use an intern. Hey, it's Greg T's assistant.
Isn't there something
And
like Grasshopper?
he's
I
gonna
think
have
I
to
heard that on like Howard
I feel-
Stern.
Really?
Something, yeah.
It's
I have my
like-
assistant do my dirty work all the
She
time.
has an assistant, T.
You do?
Yes. And I pay him hourly or whatever whenever I need him, and I bring him on board. And, this happened to me recently, with an event, and it was pitched to me differently. And I was told it was going to be one place, and then it was somewhere else. And then I didn't think there was going to be making money, but they were making money. And
It's like checks and balances. You need that
I said,
person.
listen to me. These motherfuckers just Fire Festival me. Call and cancel right the fuck now.
Yeah, Fire Festival. That's great. I love that one. That was terrific.
And he canceled.
I'm sorry.
And I didn't talk to
just
anybody.
Jump off subject.
I didn't talk to nobody.
Yeah.
And somebody else handled it for me. Maybe you need a third party. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To be like, hey, this is the email for requests. The email's not handled by me.
Yeah.
But they'll let you know how my calendar's looking. Some type of like buffer situation where somebody else can do the dirty work
Do
for
you
you.
know this past weekend, right? I went out to a restaurant and I was invited by the owner to go to the restaurant. So when it came time to paying the bill, the owner would not accept $1. And then on top of it, I said, all right, well, I don't carry cash. Who carries cash? I'm not a baller like that, So I'm like, so I said to my wife, I go, Trish, and she's like, I don't carry cash. And I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? So I got my credit card and I went to the register and I go, could you just zip it for like whatever, And they're like, no, we can't do that. And then the owner saw me and he goes, what are you doing? And I said, well, I have no money for the waitress and I didn't know you were going to say free.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
you're not charging me and I have nowhere
I
to
gotta
put.
tip her, yeah.
Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And he goes, no. I told her she can't accept money. Do you know, I could not sleep all night long.
Aw.
Wait, so then the next morning, on Sunday morning, I got up and I went back to the restaurant with money in an envelope, right? And a gift for the owner as well.
Oh,
That
wow.
And I
is so
left it there
kind.
and I said, this is for you and this is for the waitress for the next day. Because it was on my chest.
You're so amazing.
Yeah.
Because I can't live like that. I feel like I couldn't
You just
take a
don't want
gift.
to owe someone something.
You have an amazing conscience. That's all I got to say.
You have to be willing to receive as well, though. Greg T,
Yeah.
there are so
But I
many
never get
things that we
received.
need to
Nobody
fix
gives-
with you.
But I'm used to nobody gives me, so it doesn't matter.
Your time is up in the salon, baby. You
is?
have too many problems. No, I'm
See?
kidding.
I'm used to getting thrown out. Yeah,
I'm
right.
joking.
See, I'm
No.
used to getting kicked out.
No,
Like I'm
listen,
done. I'm like, all right,
you
I'm
better
home.
take everything
You
for free.
need to.
I'd be like, Hennessy need to fly me to Paris to see how this
That's
Hennessy
right.
is made, and I better get a +1. And away, better send me some luggage, and I need some new bundles for free too. And
Tic Tac, we need some more mints.
exactly, like that's how it goes.
I wouldn't
That's how
even.
it
I
goes.
can't. I don't.
These are my favorite mints, by the way.
And Hennessy, I do want to go to fucking Paris to see how y'all make
That's
this.
right.
Should I like.
And
Hennessy
Greg T
too.
want to go too,
I
right?
I like Hennessy.
you know what?
I like Tic Tacs.
There you go.
T, I don't think your problem isn't like what any other person goes through. And I think that a lot of us have a hard time saying no. I think we all have a lot of responsibilities. And I think that it's very difficult to let people down. I think that's the bigger problem
Yeah.
that you have. You don't want to let anybody down.
I don't.
You didn't want to let the waitress down. You
Nope.
didn't want the owner of the restaurant to think differently of you. You
That's
don't want
right.
to let this person down that you're going to lunch to, but you're letting yourself down.
I agree
You
I am.
need to pick yourself up and
Right.
value yourself and your time and say, you know what, this is Greg T. This is Greg T's time.
Yeah.
So every Wednesday, I don't know your schedule.
Yeah.
But just be like, you know what, Wednesday's off limits. For me, my day that's off limits is Fridays because I've worked my ass off
Yeah, right.
Monday through Thursday
me with
and I've
Saturdays,
carpooled
yeah.
and done everything for my kids. Friday, don't even bother calling me because that is my day where I'm getting back to me. You need time to get back to you, and you also need to just learn how to say no,
Yeah.
and you can be gracious about it.
Yeah, and in my case, what I do a lot of the times is, how is this going to benefit me?
Right.
Am I being blatantly used?
Yeah.
And if I feel like, I'm being used, I don't have no problem shooting a text and be like, I'm not going to be able to make it.
She's all right. Well, then it's time for me to leave the salon. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go to lunch now that I don't really want to go to, but I
Just make sure you eat all the good food and make them pay. You probably
No,
won't.
I'm
you
he's
probably won't,
paying.
but
I'm
He-
paying.
knowing
I'm
him,
picking it up.
he's gonna
I'm paying.
pay
I'm
because
paying.
that's just
you're
who he
inviting me
is.
to lunch to pick my brain. Now I got to pay?
Yep.
No.
You know what?
You guys are
Actually,
good.
My
before
time
you
is
go,
money.
You guys are good. I wish I could be like that.
before you go, beautiful friend, we both know her, Katie Forte.
Yeah.
She posted something on Instagram, and I'm trying to recall it from memory, so please, if I'm not recalling it correctly, don't be upset with me. But she said something to the effect of, as a professional at this point in my life, I don't need any more coffee. I don't need any more lunches
at all.
What I need to do is be paid as a consultant.
Right.
You know, I need to.
I
need
posted
to be
that on my Instagram too the other
you?
day.
Yeah.
Something similar.
And it's just that you as a professional, you've been in this industry for so long. You're a wealth of information.
Yeah.
And if somebody really wants to pick your brain, it's called a meeting. You know,
it's called pay me my
payment.
money.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that that's also something that, like, yes, I would love to help every, person that I've come across paths. I'd love to help every person that I've crossed paths with, but it's impossible. You just can't do it.
See, last but not least, this is the last thing I want to say.
Doesn't want to leave the salon.
I promise.
We've created this kind of an environment.
But you see, you're right.
It's
you
welcoming.
Shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that. You have a time limit and you're gone.
No.
I know. When a bell goes up, that's it. So sorry.
Ding.
But I also find that, growing up, like, I was such a friggin' screw up. Like, I didn't know where I was going to end up in my life. So all of a sudden, I get a pretty cool gig making pretty good money. Now I'm like, I owe everybody in return because
no, you don't.
How dare I get the easy way out in life and score big?
Yeah.
Now I will have to owe for the rest because it's what I do. I have to. It's
As
not
a
like
former member
it's
of
not
the
a
show
punishment,
that
it's
you
like I
are
have to.
currently on, you have not taken the easy way out, buddy. You have picked
I've
up
watched
ping-pong
you.
balls
You've worked.
with your butt. So
It's been a humbling experience. It's been
no,
humbling.
but you know what? You've also done really amazing things, and you're an awesome talent.
Thank
and you're
you.
just in your heart, you're an amazing man, and we're just so lucky to know you.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm gonna listen. I appreciate this. It's very nice visiting the salon today.
You're welcome
Thank you.
anytime.
Thanks for stopping by.
And
Leave
I
us
gotta
a
tell
tip.
you, I noticed something from you guys
What?
that you guys have like this will and this like strength of saying no to people and saying it's all about me first and then everybody else and I've learned that just from watching
It's
you
not
guys.
a bad thing. People make
It's
it
not.
a negative or
It-
selfish
It's not
thing.
negative.
You know why
a
it's
bad
not?
thing.
Because most people that are approaching you, they're
Yes.
already approaching you with an agenda of using
You're
you,
right.
getting information from you, and then disappearing and
I
doing
like
as
it.
they please with the information.
I like
so
it.
you have to be protective of you, of your space, of your knowledge, of
I'm
your
buying.
time.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, okay, we're gonna go to coffee. I'm gonna tell you a million things, which I've done plenty of times.
Oh,
I'm
and
like,
it comes back to
oh,
bite you
this
in
is
the
what I
butt.
think you should do. This is amazing, and do this and do that. People get paid for that
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff, and we're giving it away for free. Bringing it back to where you feel like you owe people, because I was kind of like the same way. I was like, oh shit, I made it in.
Yeah.
Now I got to help everybody else that's having a hard time making it in. What I do is I focus a lot of my time and my attention on our interns.
Yeah.
So there's 4 interns every semester. They will learn anything and everything from me.
Gotcha.
I am always there for them. You can text me. You can use me as a reference. I will review your resume, but I limit it to those 4 people.
Got you.
And that's it. The rest of the world, I don't know what to tell you. I'm busy.
Gotcha.
I have a job too, and I already got 4 interns, and they're getting all my free knowledge and love and attention and coddling.
And they're lucky, and that's why an internship should be something that you covet or that you want to have,
Yeah.
because I mean that's why
Focus
people
on your
strive for it.
interns.
I'm in.
Yeah, si
That's
no
it.
te van a ver como una cara de bobo.
Y te van a usar.
But
Yes.
what's she say? That's why it's called Spanglish, right? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
I was
That's
saying
it.
that they'll look at you and they'll look at your face and be like, that guy's a bobo. He's a dummy.
I can use him. You don't want that.
You don't
No,
want
I don't
that.
want that.
No bobo.
Yo, no bobo. No bobo. I don't want that bobo.
Now, if you have questions for the salon, email us lifeandspanglishpodcast@gmail.com.
And make sure you follow us on all the socials, LI Spanglish on Twitter and on Instagram. And make sure you follow me. I am Honey German.
And I'm the real Carolina.
I'm just Greg T.
Okay.
Are you Greg T the frat boy
Yeah,
on socials?
unfortunately, I can't even get rid of that name.
I know.
We're going to
babe.
make it happen, Greg. We're going to
We
make it
will.
happen.
We love you
We're
guys.
going to kick the door in at Instagram. We're going to fix it.
All right,
And
thank
don't
you.
forget to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week.
Happy 25th.
Love you, T.